I think we're live to both Twitch and YouTube at this point.
Very much so.
Assuming that's the case, welcome everyone to Awesome Hardware, episode 105. This is side A, which is right now live on my channel if you're watching us on YouTube. And after this side, you should go hop over to Paul's half of the show on his channel. That's youtube.com/Paul's Hardware, where we'll be continuing another hour or so of this magnificent broadcast.
It's going to be great.
Those of you watching us on Twitch, just stay where you are. We do everything to Twitch Live. There's really no cuts there, so nothing to worry about. But this is a show that Paul and I do every single Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, and we're very glad that you are joining us today as you watch us talk about tech news and drink beer. That's more or less what we do on this show.
Speaking of
beer, we have some little something. We have a little something here. This is from Lagunitas Brewing Company, one of my favorite beers by them. Paul is about to open his glass. He almost opened your glass there. Oh, that was a good pop. That was a good lighter open.
I grabbed the wrong
lighter
one.
opening.
It's okay.
It's kind of sacrilegious that I'm drinking this beer out of a Downtown Brown glass. But
why is that sacrilegious?
Because
it's a good glass.
It is a good glass. I just feel wrong for drinking a different kind of beer.
You can drink one good beer while thinking fondly of another good beer.
It just seems wrong.
Okay.
I feel bad for them.
You know what seems wrong is that we don't have coasters.
We definitely should have those on this very nice wooden table that you built. Okay. There we go. All right. So, cheers to all of you who might be drinking along with us, assuming you're legal drinking age.
And if not,
then
you should get older.
Yep. Hurry up. Hurry up and get old. All right. Let's talk about ourselves for a bit.
Good idea.
We are selling things on our stores as usual. My store is bitwit.tech/store. You can find the link in my YouTube description. I'm selling hoodies now. The hoodies are back in stock. The glasses are back in stock. Actually, the hoodies look pretty nice. They run a little bit small, so be warned. If you're a medium, then maybe go for a large and so forth. Just to let you guys know. The glasses are one size fits all, so that's nice. They now are available. They're available now in 20-ounce capacity, so basically the same as Paul's glasses, which he also sells on his store, paulshardware.net.
Now with enhanced girth.
Now with enhanced girth. And
yeah, my glasses are here.
His glasses are there. If you purchase something from both of our stores at around the same time, like the same day or something, you get a small kickback. It will be refunded to you automatically on shipping. You get a small savings on shipping there, which our guy in Vermont, who handles all of our logistics, will take care of for you. You'll also get a Johnson shout-out if you happen to pick some up. It's wrong and dirty.
It's always a highlight.
But you guys love it. As far as donations in chat, in YouTube chat, go ahead and donate all the monies. Whatever message that you attach to those donations will be read at the end of each half of the show that they appeared on. Right? That's usually how it works. That's how we do it. So ask your questions, or you don't have to attach anything. You could just be like, money.
As long as we remember.
We're okay with that, too. All right. Let's talk about our first segment, which is hot and heavy hardware.
Ew.
I've rounded up a couple notable mentions here in the hardware department, starting with the Acer Predator Z27 IUV. Okay? This is not to be confused with the X299 that everyone has been raging about ever since it was announced at the Acer press event a week or two ago. This one deserves some attention, I think. Definitely hasn't been receiving as much attention as the X299, but this is a more, I would say, wallet-friendly, according to the article. We don't know if it's more wallet-friendly, because we don't know the price yet. I would imagine it's still a pretty penny, but there are a few features that have been dropped off of the X299 to make this a tad more inexpensive for the average gamer. Now, you don't get 4K. That's one of the features. You get 2560 by 1440 instead, and there's also the absence of HDR, which, it kind of lowers the premium on it a bit, I'm sure. It still does have a very nice curve, though, an 1800R curve to be a bit more immersive and draw you into the game. It is, however, a TN panel. Yeah. So at first I was like, oh, boo. But it does use a quantum dot film in order to support 130% of the sRGB and 95% of the DCI-P3 color gamuts.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
Just basically take TN, slap some quantum dots on it, and call it a good monitor.
Good with decent color. Color spectrum. I don't know. I'd have to see one of these in person to know how effective that film is.
What was the color range again?
130% of sRGB and 95% of the DCI P3. So, I don't know if that's the same as, I don't know.
That's a 16.7 million display colors, so it's 8-bit. So it's an 8-bit TN panel. So I mean, you're not going to get really good color depth out of this monitor.
Right.
But you'll get 2560 by 1440, and you'll get 144 hertz.
144 hertz native can be overclocked to 165.
Oh.
I'm not sure if many people will notice the difference, but if you're like a super competitive gamer, professional player, then maybe that makes a difference.
I missed it. Does this have
G-Sync?
It does have G-Sync.
G-Sync and ultra low motion blur. I was getting around to that, and Tobii eye tracking hardware. So we're familiar with this.
Good old Tobii.
Paul and I had a chance to check this out at CES last year, I believe, or was it this year? No, last year. And it's pretty cool. I think I was playing Assassin's Creed Unity or something like that, and I was like being able to like jump from building to building without ever using the mouse or keyboard. That was kind of cool, just using your eyes. And this technology is built into the monitor, and it supports already 100 titles support Tobii eye tracking, which I had no idea that it was already so widespread.
That's crazy.
Sure to grow, I'm sure, and there's no price or availability mentioned for this panel just yet, but again, I'm sure it's not going to be super cheap, but at least cheaper than the X299, and you still get some pretty cool specs. Apart from TN. What the hell? All right.
God damn it.
Moving on to our next piece of hardware here. It's the Corsair RGB GLAIVE, or GLAIVE RGB. Yeah, GLAIVE RGB. It's a gaming mouse with 16 programmable buttons would be a little insane. 6 programmable buttons and a DPI of 16,000.
Mice with 16 programmable buttons. They're like MMO mice.
Of course. You know? Yeah, but just looking at the picture, you wouldn't think that it had 16
That's true.
of them. That'd be a little like, where'd they go? They must
all
be really tiny.
All of these little dots are buttons.
Yep.
You have to be very precise.
Indeed. Omron switches. It features Omron switches for the left and right clicks. Those are pretty durable. It's like 50 million clicks of endurance. And you get RGB, of course, with several customized zones.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam. Sorry, we're streaming, Adam.
Adam,
we can't hear you.
I just want your pictures, Adam.
You can stop talking, Adam. Customizable zones that are RGB backlit. It supports custom profiles and can be game-specific. The USB refresh rate is 1,000 megahertz, 1 millisecond, and they're including 3 interchangeable magnetic grips. So if you have a preference on how you like the side to be,
wow, what perfect timing,
smooth or bumpy, that one has like an elongated thumb pad or a thumb area.
I love my thumb pads elongated. You know me. You know me.
I do. You so sensual.
Like Paul with his elongated thumb pad.
Wide grip with for your thumb rest, and $70 US. $70. I would have to probably
that's not terrible.
Feel the mouse myself to feel the sort of quality. It looks pretty more or less quality enough, and seems like it has a couple decent features. A lot of more aesthetic features, I guess, than pure function, but waiting for the reviews to come out on this guy. It's already available for sale.
There are several reviews out on this already.
Yeah, I haven't read any of them.
There's video reviews.
Are they pretty well received?
I think Frank might have done one actually.
Random Frank P.
Yeah, I'm always like torn when you get the little add-on pieces, like the little pop-off thumb rests and stuff with mice, because I'm always like, you're gonna find one that you like
and never use the other two.
That's what you're gonna use. So it's good to have the option, but then I'm always like, but then the others become useless or whatever. Like I've never met anyone who switches between
like for different games.
I'm going in
editing now.
Going into my FPS, I need to switch my thumb rest out for maximum whatever stuff.
It is a tad gimmicky, I would say, but I don't know. There might be somebody out there who enjoys it. Moving on to our next piece, which is the ASUS ZenScreen MB16AC. This is a 15.6 inch USB monitor that's launching pretty soon.
Sorry, I just wanted to prove that I was right.
Yay, Frank!
Frank did review the GLAIVE, you guys. So
he's at you just hit $500,000.
Yeah, he just passed $500,000. Didn't you congratulate him?
I have not been on Twitter. My Twitter feed. I've been checking
use Twitter anymore.
Yeah, bad Twitter. Well, congratulations, Frank, if you're watching this. Congrats on $500,000. That's awesome.
It's very
super
sharp,
clean,
very sharp,
super damn clean.
So yeah, check out Frank's review of the GLAIVE if you guys want a little bit more on that.
He's like low key Team Crispy.
He is.
All right, so moving on to the ZenScreen from ASUS. I don't know. This sort of excites me and stimulates me. This was revealed at IFA 2016 last August, so it's been a while since we've heard anything about this panel pop up. But it's a portable 16.6-inch IPS display at 1920 by 1080 that uses USB 3, either Type A or Type C, to make a connection to your computer or laptop if you wanted to extend your display. It's super thin at 8 millimeters, and it weighs only 780 grams. It includes a 1mm foldable case, providing protection, and also offers sort of the ability to stand horizontally or vertically, as they show you right there. That's pretty cool that you can stand it vertically.
I like that.
You don't really see that too much on these portable displays. It looks really nice, I will say that, and I believe it has a built-in speaker. I don't know if you'd ever want to use it, but I guess it could be handy in some situations. Response time was not listed, so even though it has like a built-in gaming mode that you can switch to, I'm not exactly sure what the response time is, because I feel like for these types of external displays, or these add-on displays, the portable ones don't generally game very well because the response time is relatively high, especially when they're IPS. Of course, color depth is great, but response time, you get a lot of blurriness when you're in a fast-paced situation while gaming. So it wasn't listed in the specs sheet right there, but
yeah, I wouldn't really trust something like this for gaming, but
no,
more like for business use or for like editing on the go or something like that. Like,
right.
It's awesome for that kind of thing.
But it would be cool if it did offer some gaming advantages there, gaming features. But there you go, definitely great companion for on the move.
In the commercial, they show this person at the top of a mountain. Like, I climbed to the top of the mountain.
What is he doing, Highlander?
Carrying my screen.
Is he trying to break our world record?
Is the single example of when someone has done this on top of a mountain. Anyway, I kind of want one.
They should have just used clips of us.
Wait, so is there any price? How much?
$300 was the rumored or the suggested price, but that was last year in 2016 August. I would imagine it's still around that same price. $300 is about what you would pay for an external monitor with these specs.
Okay.
That's fairly, believe it or not, fairly reasonable.
Thank you,
I have one from G-Chic that was like $350.
G-Chic.
And it's about the same, 1080p IPS 15.6-inch.
See, my wife got one for like $70, but it was a lower resolution one. It was like, I don't even know, like 700 by 1300 or whatever that weird resolution.
I remember you brought it to Land Syndicate.
Yeah. I mean, it is functional as with, if you just need a bit of extra screen space.
Sure.
On the go.
Yeah. But definitely makes a nice companion monitor. Oh, I should also mention that it gets all of its power through the USB cable, so you don't have any like batteries that you have to recharge or swap out, which is nice. Moving on to the Corsair Carbide series spec, not the Alpha, the spec 04. And looks very, very similar in style to the Spec Alpha. Just has those really sharp, modern, bold, angular
no one can see what you're talking
edges. Oh, come on. Get with it, Paul.
Sorry, the dog is distracting me.
That's okay. So this is a pretty cool case. It's got ATX support and very stylish. ATX support meaning for the motherboard and the PSU. And it supports 3 hard drives, up to 2 SSDs. It's got a side I/O, which I always feel conflicted about. I feel like the side I/O is great if the I/O is facing you, and really inconvenient if it's not.
Yeah, if it's in the wrong side.
Against the wall or something. It's got cable routing cutouts and tie downs. Cable management seems to be pretty decent for a budget case. That's for this one is around $50 US, 50 to 55, I think. This is Hexus.net. Thank you, Hexus. But it's so all the prices are in euro, so I would imagine around $50.
Wait, how much is it in euros?
50.
Is it 49.99?
49. Let me see. Scroll down all the way.
Scrolling.
All the way. All the way.
All the way.
$49.99.
That is about 55 US right now.
So I was right. So that's not bad. This makes it cheaper actually than the Spec Alpha. Because the Spec Alpha, I just did a build in that, is like $80, 75 to 80, depending on where you get it. This is significantly cheaper. You could make a pretty decent budget rig with this this case. I actually wish I had used this for my $850 Ryzen build recently.
I don't like the front of it. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
I don't.
I hate it.
It's a solid budget. You're right. It's got painted interior and the cutouts and all that stuff for $50, but
the black doesn't look. It's still not my favorite at all. But I like it over the colored accent ones.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I completely agree. It's not my thing. I think it just looks
I like the
over the top.
I like the functionality of it that you get for the price.
Yeah.
I don't like that front. I just don't.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Sorry.
I feel like everything else is so minimal on the case. Like the rest of the frame is completely just like could be a fractal case, but then the front is just it just there's a huge clash there. But there's like two styles
Thanks
in
for
one.
the host, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Barclays?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what
hey.
he says.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Here, I gotta move.
You the real MVP.
Excuse me.
But also I want to mention large side panel window that's tinted. You don't find that on too many $50 cases. I gotta give it some credit.
I don't mind that.
No, of course not.
It's just the weird angular front thing.
Corsair's never gonna work with us again.
Weird,
7 expansion slots, max GPU clearance of 370 millimeters, so you can pretty much put a reference GTX 1080 in here and so forth. Max CPU cooler clearance of 150 millimeters. Didn't say if there was any. I don't believe there's any AIO support. You're not gonna find AIO support. Unless you do some custom work in a case like this.
If you bought an AIO, you'd be spending significantly more than the cost of the case on the AIO.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, I guess I don't know.
No.
All right. Yeah, don't do that.
Nope, don't do that. All right, moving on to our next segment. That was hot and heavy hardware. Let's talk about beating the crap out of each other in face-off.
Okay.
That's always fun, guys. Guys, place your bets. I'm going to use this opportunity to pine for donations. Place your bets in chat on who's going to win. And then...
great idea, Kyle.
Yeah, that's totally going to, it's a great investment.
All right, so what do we need?
It doesn't make any sense for you
do we need to
place bets like that.
Where's my mouse?
Let's fire up Dragon Fist 3. This is Age of the Warrior.
Okay.
We might have played this game, or maybe we played Dragon Fist 2 or 1. I don't remember. There are a limited number of free online crappy multiplayer games, so we might be recycling some of these. But it does have a 2-player option.
See, I don't. Are you sure about that? I thought there was an unlimited number of free online crappy games.
You would think that until you run a segment like Face-Off, and then you have to constantly come up with these. Actually, there are an infinite number, but most of that infinite number are crappy games.
Okay. Which
makes also no sense.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to roll over my dog with my chair right now.
That would be bad.
He's really in not the greatest position.
And he could easily kill you if you hurt him too badly.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, 2-player. Let's fire this up. For those of you who are new, this is simply just me and Paul playing a game, and then there's like an awful punishment at the end of it.
Player 1,
for whoever loses.
You're A and D to walk left and right.
So I'm WASD, and then... So I tried messing with this. It seems the only ones that work. WASD for you, it's up, down, left, right. And then you can...
I need to punch and kick with 4 and 5.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, because you don't have a numpad.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, and then I'm T and Y.
Or I can probably do it with this numpad over here.
Oh yeah, do that.
I bet that would still work.
Why don't you just use... Oh, because can you use the arrow keys on that too? Can you just use
Probably.
Everything? All right, just do that.
I'll try.
We just get our own keyboard. Why wouldn't that work?
I'll try.
So I'm T and... No, wait.
What are there's special moves
T and Y.
and stuff.
I've ignored... Well, I guess, yeah. Right. Just take a second to absorb it all in. Just let it sink in.
Okay.
I think I'm good. All right, I want to be the Asian guy.
I think this is as big as I can make it.
Make me the Asian guy.
You want to be the Asian? Which they're all Asian guys, Kyle.
That's a little racist, Paul.
They all look the same.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay,
who do you want to be?
I'll be this guy with has the same mustache as me.
Him here?
Yeah.
The tiger.
The tiger.
All right.
Yeah.
Player 2, I will be. Yeah. I'm gonna choose based on the name.
Okay.
Nia. Green Serpent. Ooh, I kind of like Green Serpent.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not gonna get Green Serpent.
Green Serpent. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Okay,
This appears to be working.
Left. Okay, I'm on the left. You're on the right. You're green, obviously. You're the Green Serpent.
Yeah, I am the Green
Serpent.
There's no reason also why I
made
this choice. Was to help the people watching at home.
Oh, did we just hit some lag?
I have no idea. That was weird.
Oh my goodness.
That was very strange.
Oh, it kicked you midair!
It is very choppy right now. I do not know what is going on.
Dude, you need to upgrade your GPU, man.
It's a 770.
Yeah, it can't handle this shit. Are you kidding me? There's like no aliasing.
Wow.
Oh
wow.
my goodness. Die, Green Serpent. Die at 2 frames a second. Look at that victory.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're still up?
Of course I'm still up.
What the heck? How come your health keeps regenerating?
It's not regenerating. It's
Oh, wait.
the green and the black,
What is
not
the
the
red?
red bar.
Oh, the green and the black.
There's some sort of power thing going on.
Come on.
Why can't I hit you? That's really... The Green Serpent is not really living up to his name.
Oh, shoot. Oh, you got me in a corner. You would never win a fight kicking like that. Kicking the way you are. You look like... You're like poking me with your toes. That's what your kick looks like. That's what you're doing right now. Very powerful toes.
See, that's kind of BS. Like, how come you can hit me in the air, but I, for some reason,
Because
can't?
I'm freaking the tiger, man. Tigers are so aerodynamic. not even close. Oh,
that's bullshit.
Okay, wow. All right,
That's
so we're gonna
bullshit.
do that 10 more times.
Best of 10?
Best out of 10.
Okay. Are you're gonna
2
be the same,
hours later.
So you gonna be the tiger again?
Let's switch it up.
It's too late. I already chose the tiger. For
Okay,
you.
fine. I'll be the tiger.
I kind of don't like the Green Serpent.
If it ain't broken,
he didn't seem to be
don't fix it.
Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. Lee sandwiches.
Or Ho Hua.
Ho ha.
Or Ting.
Ting.
I want to be Ting.
Ting.
Yeah, I'm going for Ting.
Oh man, so I get it.
Ting's got.
I get it. So you get to change your character.
Ting's got a freaking.
He's wearing a wife beater.
He's packing.
He's wearing a white.
that.
Look at his big old beefy arms. Look at those tings.
Look at those Tings.
Oh my god.
Just gonna walk up and beat the shit out of you. That's my plan.
Whoa. Whoa. What are you? You're like elbowing me.
I got a different style.
That's like some Muay Thai.
Ting has a crazy style.
Holy.
You don't even know. You don't even know what's happening with Ting.
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, ting! I'll teach you a ting or two. Oh. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, ancestor!
Fuck you.
I chop off your egg roll!
Come
You
on.
son of a bitch!
Why
Fuck you!
can't I do that? Whoa, whoa! That
Holy
was
shit.
you were just.
That's my special combo.
my shit up
You
like
cannot
that.
fuck with me. Come on, you ping asshole. Oh, fuck. You, the fuck guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I finally actually hit. Yeah, that's
Oh.
bullshit. That's a 4-hit combo.
My hand gets carpal tunnel. Holy shit. Oh, look at the elbow. Fuck you. Ah, you son of a bitch. Ah.
That's bullshit.
Oh, shit. No.
That was bullshit. That's at least much closer.
All right.
Well,
Does that count? Should we call it
I
there?
mean, yeah, that was
That was-
you beat me twice.
2 in a row, man. Two
Just
in a row.
The tiger, you can't mess with the tiger, I guess.
No, you cannot.
All right, well,
All right. So the punishment
Kyle wins.
for Paul's horrendous loss
That was horrible. I was defeated and humiliated.
is he has to chug a beer.
Okay.
You have to pound a whole beer, not just
That
whatever's
is
left in your
not.
glass.
That's not what you said.
It says pound a beer. A meaning one beer.
That's
It
not,
doesn't say pound a part of a beer.
That's fine. I'm fine pounding a beer. I'm just pointing out that you've changed
No, it says
the
pound
way
a
this.
beer.
You're right. You wrote that. You typed something in.
That-
You could maybe change out at the last second. That's fine.
No, I didn't.
I'm
I did
not
not
making
change
any
it out in the last
accusations
second.
here.
Look, I can
I'm
hit
not
Control
pointing-
Z and show you that I
I'm
didn't
not-
change.
I'm not-
Look. It just starts deleting the
All
rest of
I'm
my notes.
saying is the way that you described it to me when you were like, "Hey, do you think maybe we could do this as the punishment?" That's fine. All right.
What?
How am I gonna pound the beer
What?
though? Because I have a full beer here,
Okay.
but I have this beer here, and I only have one glass.
All right. All right.
I have my water glass.
Chug your water, and then all right.
So now I have to chug twice, basically. That's,
Sip
all right,
your
that's fine,
water
that's fine.
leisurely, and then pour beer into it. All right. How about this? How about since you think that there's some
I'm just.
discrepancy,
I don't think that
you could do like 3/4 of a beer. We could settle halfway.
Sam Adams, fresh as hells. This better be
That's
fresh
clever.
as hells.
Wait, you need an opener?
Sure, why not?
Fresh as hells.
Alright, you go ahead and revel in your victory here.
Oh, I shall. I shall.
Your dance or whatever you.
I don't really have a dance, but
planned.
Could sort of make one up.
Did you write a speech? Do you have a speech prepared?
Yes, I do actually.
In this momentous.
Yes,
moment
I do. It's on my phone.
Of momentitude.
Here's my speech. Paul, you suck. I can't believe I creamed you that badly. That sounds wrong. Enjoy your beer, buddy.
Thank you. Cheers.
I peed in it. Just kidding. Wow, that was a beautiful chug. Wow. Well done, sir. Well played. You know what? You've redeemed yourself for that atrocious loss just minutes ago with a phenomenal chug of the of that tasty beverage.
I think this is my first rodeo.
Was that the whole beer?
Yes.
Well done. Everyone applaud Paul and Chet.
Thank you.
And
thank you kindly.
If we've done our job well,
I'm gonna be burping soon.
We'll have him
just
burping
to point that out.
And slurring in
no
time.
Invariably.
Yes, indeed. And thus concludes Face-Off.
Yay!
Thank you all for being a part of that. That was completely magical in every way.
Incidentally, my half of the show might be slightly more entertaining now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Doesn't say much. Moving on to news, let's talk about Vega. Vega and how it is, unfortunately, maybe limited in quantity.
Oh, there's the burp.
Maybe offered in limited quantities in the first few months of launch. This article comes from our friends at WCCF Tech. And it's been 2 years. They start off the article by saying it's been 2 years since AMD has really competed with NVIDIA in the high-end graphics space. There's really... it's just been the RX 580, RX 480 up until this point. That's the best they've done. And there's really been nothing to compete with the high-end NVIDIA stuff. Until now, with Vega. Looking to give the GTX 1070 and the 1080, maybe the 1080 Ti, a run for their money. However, it is slated for release in Q2, and rumors that have flocked to Tweaktown. These are rumors that were picked up by good old Tweaktown.
Why are we reading a WCCF Tech article?
Because WCCF Tech credits Tweaktown. This is the first one that I saw.
Oh, okay.
And I figured there's less ads on this page. So, Tweaktown has stated...
I'm going to go to the Tweaktown article.
Okay, Tweaktown has stated that...
Look what the Tweaktown article has when we
using an ad blocker? We should just whitelist them permanently.
This isn't Anthony's story, though, so all credit to Anthony.
Yeah, credit.
And
Anthony.
If he happens to be watching today, he's going to be like super pissed that we're actually reading this story off WCCF Tech.
Yep, that is true. I honestly didn't realize it was Tweaktown until... Well, I actually did, and I was like, but I opened this page. I always feel like the first one I go to, like the first article...
I have to whitelist them on the fly, though. It's just such a pain.
I know.
And look at this cool graphic. Look at that.
WCCF Tech stepping up with the graphics.
It's kind of textured.
Yep. Bringing it home. They probably just hired some guy just to make that picture just for this article.
Yep.
Detail, man, detail. So anyway, Vega will release, allegedly, in limited quantities, only 16,000 units, I believe globally, which is nothing, for the first few months of launch, due to shit HBM2 yields.
Aw.
Yeah. Also potentially bottlenecked by TSV supply. TSV is what connects the GPU with the memory and the package die. There's a lot of design complexity, apparently, when it comes to crafting an HBM GPU, and AMD seems to be struggling with that at the moment, according, again, to this rumor who talked to Tweaktown. It seems like this is Fiji all over again, in a way. This is what we saw with the Fury cards, the Nano cards, with their HBM1 memory. Or, that's redundant, their HBM1. And add-in board partners, even, still have yet to receive Vega for internal testing, which is kind of interesting. We might see AMD release a limited edition model of the card and selling it exclusively themselves at first, and then we'll see custom variants from the add-in board partners release a couple months after launch.
Couple months?
Potentially.
I hope it
weeks
doesn't
or
take
months.
that long.
Maybe weeks. Hopefully weeks.
Usually it's a few weeks for a good launch, maybe up to a month and a half. Like if it was a full 2 months, that would kind of suck.
Yeah, and it depends on what the reference cooler will look like on on this as well. If it's packing like a decent liquid cooler on it or something like that, and the temperatures are good, no coil whine, I might pick one up. You know,
sure.
That might satisfy me for the first few weeks. But if it's just like a crappy blower style air cooler, then I'm gonna be mad and very impatient for the custom ones to come out. But yeah, Q2 is really all we have to go on for now. But we might be getting a.
We're already like halfway through Q2.
Yeah,
it's mid-May.
When's Q2 end?
End of
June.
End of June.
June. So June, July,
April, May, June.
That means it's got to be coming like, you know, Computex, maybe after Computex, like a few weeks after Computex at the latest.
Yeah.
But we might be getting some more details on the release date, the exact release date for Vega, as we'll find out later in this half of the show. But for now, we can mosey on over to our next story, which is about X299.
Ooh.
To be unveiled at the PC Gaming Show on June 12th. X99, this is exciting. This is the annual show that happens at E3, which is going to be in Los Angeles again this year, right after Computex in June.
Just to point out, this is another WCCF tech article, so you know,
yep.
It could be wrong.
It could all be wrong, or it could be from a different publication originally. That could also be true. But it's going to be hosted, the PC Gaming Show is going to be hosted by Intel and PC Gamer this year, with a focus on X299. There will be a big unveiling during the show, as well as Skylake X and Kaby Lake X, which are the two CPU families that will be launching on X299. This is followed by market availability on June 26th. So not more than a month after this show, we'll be able to buy these things and actually build systems with them, which is exciting. The first X299 motherboard teases have just released from MSI and Aorus. MSI, first of all, features just a little glimpse of the lower region, the third quadrant of their motherboard, featuring some blacked out PCB action.
It's like they're all in for those heat shields.
The heat shields that work super well and
I
have
wonder,
no
like,
drawbacks whatsoever.
They better have done something to them. I really hope they've done, like they've added something. Or they're like, hey, look, the old heat shields that were proven do nothing or make things worse.
Make things worse, yeah.
These are better. If they're the same,
Put
like
three of them on.
They're really gonna get shit on for that. But
yeah,
okay. I like.
That being said, you don't need to use them.
Yeah,
but
I like lots
still.
of M.2 slots though. That's cool.
Yeah,
maybe they're there to protect the slot until you install something in it.
They're like dust defenders.
Yeah,
that's what they are. They should just rebrand it as dust defenders. It'd be way better. So it features RGB LEDs, of course, 4 PCIe 3.0 by 16 slots, so potentially 4-way Crossfire SLI with this bad boy, which is pretty sweet.
It would be supported by the graphics vendor, but whatever.
Yes, of course. 3 M.2 slots, of course, with shields. I even put a little note, beware. And a large chipset heatsink with the Dragon logo.
This over here.
Which you can kind of tell right there.
And it says caution.
Caution.
It says caution ultimate power.
Are you serious?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Wow, that's so silly.
That's dumb.
That's silly.
It's very small, so it's not like it's a huge impact. But
yeah.
That's caution ultimate power.
Come on.
It's basically there's like a like a white dwarf star, like basically part of this motherboard. That's what it feeds off of.
I'm just waiting for like the next motherboard to have just like crime scene tape like all over it. Like,
oh yeah,
frames were murdered.
Beware.
This is a crime scene. Frames were murdered brutally at this scene. I don't know. I know it's a bad analogy, but
we got an Aorus one as well.
Aorus is featuring several PCIe 3.0 by 16 slots as well. There's an ASUS Aorus logo, on the X299 heatsink, and there's an M.2 guard. That looks a bit more substantial than the one on the MSI board, but you can't really tell. It's
is this
metallic.
the only image for the Aorus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
see, this looks like it's actually a heatsink.
Yeah, it's metal,
not just a slim piece of
steel.
Or
I guess it's like exactly. Has some girth to it, and that was pretty much all we got from Aorus.
Okay. A
couple other notes about Skylake X, just to really briefly recap a lot of the information that's already been put out there. Skylake X will feature SKUs rocking 12, 10, 8, and 6 core models based on based on Skylake architecture, 140 watt TDP for all of them. Clock speeds range anywhere from 3 gigahertz to 4 gigahertz, potentially past 4 gigahertz, particularly for the 8 and 6 core parts. And we've got 12 cores. The 12-core model is going to feature more PCIe lanes with faster memory support and using a new LGA 2066 socket, which we believe will be compatible with the last 2 generations of processors. So backwards compatibility up to 2 generations. That's going to be nice. Up to 24 PCIe 3 lanes on the chipset. Quad channel memory, of course, up to DDR4 2667 megahertz native. So you're going to have to overclock your memory if you want to push beyond that. Kaby Lake X. This is kind of the black sheep, or sort of an anomaly here. And I'm not fully sure if I understand Kaby Lake X just yet, but according to the article, it's intended to incentivize users to upgrade to the Enthusiast platform for less money. $400 for these 2 quad-core SKUs that are being offered.
That's not less money.
$400. I know. That's why I don't really quite understand.
That is not less money.
No, because you can buy
the 6.
That's
more than what the 6 cores cost right now.
Correct. So it's definitely strange. We'd have to see what the performance is like. Maybe they could. I don't know. What are they gonna? How are they gonna market this? Higher clock speeds, because maybe it can hit higher clock speeds than the 6 cores because it's got fewer cores, and it'll have higher IPC. Perhaps, I don't know.
Like in a landscape where Ryzen doesn't exist, this might have been something where it's like, okay, it's an entry-level product for people who want to get into the Enthusiast platform, like you said, with an inexpensive chip. But if they're already planning on charging more for a quad core than what their 6 cores cost right now, and you can get Ryzen 6 cores for less than what mainstream quad cores cost right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
I don't know.
And it's very
and you're only getting dual channel memory support.
Oh, so you can't even. Okay, so, all right.
According to the article.
Yeah, well, I mean that would make sense because the memory controller is on the processor. So.
Yeah, but I mean, why?
So it's like,
what's the point of upgrading to the high-end desktop?
Jump onto this platform where even on Intel, it would seem like it makes more sense. Even if you're not even looking at AMD, it seems like, well, like, why don't I just spend $50 or $100 less on a Z270 motherboard and get a because it's still the same architecture. It's Kaby Lake.
Yeah. Or why not spend $100 to $150 more and get one of like the 6-core Skylake X processors?
Yeah.
And have access to more features like DDR4. Like, it just seems like it's so in the middle. Like it's in the middle between just the consumer and the high-end desktop market. But it's not like it's not like best of both worlds middle. It's like worst of both worlds middle.
Yeah.
Like you're getting none of the features. You're getting all the like limited features of the consumer grade market, and then you're getting the high price of the enthusiast grade high-end desktop. So
it's like even right here, comparing a 7600K, obviously rumored specs, or 7600K confirmed specs with 7640K rumored specs. Same process, same number of cores and threads. 7640K doesn't even. Well, they don't know what the boost clock is. All right, might ship at a higher frequency. Dual channel. Yay. This says quad channel. This does say quad channel for the 7640K.
Oh, maybe it's going to be like maybe they're going to add support for it later.
Okay, yeah.
It could be a firmware patch.
Higher TDP, which might indicate again that it's shipping at a higher frequency. But yeah, it really depends on the what they're going to try to charge for this processor and how much the motherboards are going to cost. X299 motherboards typically start at $200 for like a cut rate one. I mean, maybe a little less than that now because it's getting slightly older, but you got to pay more for those high-end motherboards, and it seems strange to me.
Let's see. Okay, it is. So there will be an update in the future to include support for quad channel memory for Kaby Lake X.
What?
Like, it sounds weird.
In that case, it would seem like it's like firmware locked out or something. If the controller is capable of it, then that would be an artificial lockout.
Right.
If it doesn't just ship with that capability.
That's really
like
strange.
Quad channel memory seems like at least something they could say. Well, this is something extra that you're getting with the Enthusiast platform compared to mainstream. Granted, there probably is more limited application for saying, here's how quad-channel memory will actually help you out and make a difference.
Because here it says Kaby Lake X series processors will only support dual-channel RAM. Stick to the native speeds.
Yeah.
And then, but then the spec sheet says quad-channel.
So maybe also WCCF Tech article, and sometimes to make their articles longer, they take parts of older articles and update the newer articles with them. So maybe that's something from that.
Could be a mix, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
At any rate, I'm definitely more excited about Skylake X than I am Kaby Lake X at this point. It'll be interesting to test Kaby Lake X, of course, just to validate all of our thoughts about it. And but yeah, up until that point, we can just look forward to the PC gaming show at E3, which should happen about a week or two after we get back from Computex, and then we'll have more information, maybe on, on everything, on all the things.
I'll gladly read up on the E3 news from home.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to E3 either.
Probably not going to go for that.
No.
All right,
and our last story for today is about the AMD Financial Analyst Day, and potentially unveiling some juicy news about Zen Plus.
Ooh.
Navi?
Zen
or is
Plus?
it Navi? Navi?
Navi?
Not. This is again one of those Kaby Lake, Cabby Lake things. Navi.
In Avatar, it's the Navi, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it or something?
So I'm going to say Navi.
Okay.
For now, and Vega should be detailed at this nice press event. This is going to be on May 16th, and it's going to feature presentations from all the big players at AMD: Lisa Su, Mark Papermaster, my favorite last name for a corporate tech guy ever, Jim Anderson, Raja Kaduri.
Oh, good old Raja.
Raja is gonna be delivering some cool information because he is with he's the chief architect of RTG, Radio Technology Group. He'll be revealing future GPU plans. This is not to be confused with Vega's launch event, but it might give us a better idea, maybe even a specific date on when Vega is going to launch.
That would be cool.
That would be nice. I don't think anyone cares about much of anything else.
No, I don't want to go to E3.
At this point, it's new. Like Paul said, we only know that it's going to be dropping. Vega's going to be dropping in Q2, which we're already almost through with. And in addition to that, though, like I said, they're going to be detailing Zen Plus and Zen 2, or at least talking about their Raven Ridge APUs and Naples server platform. We did hear quite a bit about Naples at the last AMD press conference, but Zen Plus is expected to offer higher IPC than current Zen Ryzen processors.
Okay.
And obviously, I would imagine it's going to be AM4 as well, so compatible with a lot of the motherboards that are already out there. But I don't really have any more information on that. I don't think we really know yet about Zen Plus and what kind of like the...
Is this Zen Plus or Zen 2?
It says Zen Plus is expected to offer higher IPC, and then it says that at the event, they could potentially be talking about Zen 2 as well.
Okay.
We don't really know.
Because Zen 2, from my understanding, would be completely new, or like, a new microarchitecture.
Mm-hmm.
Zen Plus, I feel like would be more like
a refinement.
The refinement or something like that. So
yeah, it's maybe better performance per watt or something like that. But
it'd be interesting to see AMD adopt something similar to the TikTok cadence that Intel used to have.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They do like microarchitecture and then add a plus for the refinements, and then do another microarchitecture, and although at this point they're gonna have difficulty shrinking the process node, so I guess that would be more of a challenge.
Indeed.
Anyway, though,
that is gonna conclude it for tech news and my half of the show. It was a relatively short one because we were doing Paul and I were tied up a little bit earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Working on a special super secret project, which I guess we should unveil and sort of talk about just really briefly.
Sure, we can show people that.
So our beautiful moderator, Cell Processing, who's in chat right now, I believe.
He is.
In both YouTube and Twitch. He's been an awesome friend and mod to us both. He's been very dedicated. We don't pay him anything. It's all volunteer work, but he's just super on it, like just with everything. He's been a huge help to our channels, to everything. So we thought we would give back and build him a system today, which we did. And it's pretty awesome. That's the system that you see in the thumbnail for today's show on YouTube. That's his new build that will be shipping to him momentarily. And we also made a video, a 2-part video on building that system and the whole process. It's a 2-part series that the first half is going to be on my channel, and then the second half will be on Paul's. There's going to be like a nice cliffhanger in the middle and stuff like that. And you'll get to see us showing it to Sal and stuff through the internet and whatnot. But thank you very much, Sal. I just want to say thanks for all you do for awesome hardware for me and Paul. We love you and we appreciate everything you do. And hopefully the PC we built you is a nice symbol for that. So
yeah,
yep.
I wish I could add to that, but it was so eloquent and concise.
Oh well, I take classes for words.
To the word classes.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. We should be dropping those videos sometime later this week, maybe by the end of this week, end of this week.
Probably on the weekend is what we're looking
Weekendish,
at. But still editing needs to happen and stuff. So
yeah.
But you guys should enjoy it, I hope.
Yes.
All right, let's round things out with the typical
donations,
reading of the comments,
of course,
and shouting of the Johnsons.
Oh my God, that scared me.
Johnsonsies, did he lick your
Hero
hand?
licked my hand, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a sea urchin that was trying to eat me.
Oh, he got up. I can finally scoot over again an inch.
Hero, you're massive. All right,
he's a large dog.
Let's just go over some donations. All y'all, you guys can still donate while we're reading, as long as we don't get to the end of it before you donate. Last chance, Flippin' Fred, $5.
Yeah.
No comment, just $5. Woo! Makes me feel dirty when they don't comment.
Flippin' Fred.
Kind of feel like a stripper.
It makes you feel like they're gonna come back in the future and be like, remember that time I donated?
Yeah, right.
Now you owe me whatever that they might demand. There's a wide range of possible things. Be like, all right.
Remember that time I donated and didn't even ask a question. Yes.
I've come for that payment.
Yeah. It's retribution time, asshole. Oh, God! Bend over, bitch. No! All right, thank you very much, Flippin' Fred. Hopefully you don't do that to us. Tech Guy Nation. What's going on
really
in there?
Dark. For...
Yeah, I know.
I mean, granted, he said nothing. He gave us a blank canvas.
He did.
And that's where we went with
Our
it.
Imaginations are generally worse than reality.
Okay.
Tech Guy Nation for the $2. Send me a GTX 1080. Might need to donate a little bit more than $2, just for future reference.
Complete opposite of the last comment we have.
Give me things. Automatic Matt for the $10. Thank you, Automatic Matt, for being a regular contributor here on the show.
Thanks,
hi, guys.
Matt.
Can you welcome my friend Bianca to Awesome Hardware? Oh. Also, when you're at Computex, can you check out any gaming speakers or VR gadgets you see for me? Thanks. Speakers. First of all, welcome, Bianca.
Welcome, Bianca.
Welcome. Thank you for watching the show. Hopefully, we haven't scared you away by now.
Glad to have you here.
We would love to see you next week and the week after that. We could use
every week,
assuming that you are a female.
Never leave, Bianca.
Assuming that you are a female, we could definitely use the additional female audience. I feel like that's one area where we're quite limited.
And by use, Kyle means nothing bad at all. He did not mean to infer anything.
See, I didn't even get that thought in my head until you had mentioned it.
Well, I didn't want you to be misinterpreted.
No, of course not. We treat all of our viewers with equal respect here on Awesome Hardware. It's a fun-loving show.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. And we'll be checking out a bunch of different stuff at Computex, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're covering some of those things that you mentioned.
VR speakers? Was that a specific?
No, gaming speakers.
Oh, gaming speakers. Yeah. Okay.
That'd be fun to check out. It's kind of hard to do speaker videos because viewers can't really hear the fidelity and stuff. Yeah. It's all subjective, but we'll see what we can do. Thanks again, Matt. Robert Fish for the $2. What do you think of a dual Xeon as a workstation?
That sounds ideal.
Yeah, why not?
Using a workstation processor for a workstation sounds exactly what they're intended to be used for.
Ask Jerry about that.
Yeah.
He's got some experience with them dual Xeons.
He does.
Eric Gel for the $5. Dr. Jelly here. $5 pays... no, $5 says Paul can't play the ukulele behind him.
I've played it on the show before.
That is true. Yes, you have. He's trying to trick you. He's trying to trick you into...
That's completely reverse psychology.
Yes,
which I'm going to reverse back onto you.
Yep.
By not playing the ukulele.
That's a good projection right there.
But thank you for the donation.
I think he's just Jelly.
What?
His name's Dr.
If he wants
Jelly.
me to play ukulele, you should donate on my half of the show.
Yeah, I know. This is horrible. Let me give your friend money.
I mean, come on.
The DOV, the DOV, $2. No 202 Ryzen build with Vega eventually? Yes. Yes, actually. The Go Anywhere Do Anything PC that I built a while back is going to be getting an upgrade with the BioStar X370 GTN Mini ITX AM4 motherboard very soon. That should be exciting because I'll be upgrading the video card as well. It'll be a full overhaul of the entire system, so stay tuned for that. It'll be my first mini small form factor Ryzen build, which is pretty exciting. Thanks, Dov. Ronan, 2300 DK. 100 DKK. I don't know what DK is.
It's the Democratic Korean Congo.
Congo? No, that's not
right.
It's not accurate at all. Hi from DK. Denmark. No. Detroit.
It's a Danish.
Danish.
The Danish krona.
Ah, of course.
The krona. The krona.
Krona.
The
Isn't that a Razer feature? The Razer Krona?
It's the Razer Chroma.
Ah, the Razer
Damn
Chroma.
it,
You're
Kyle.
right. Sorry about that.
Very close.
All right. Hey, from the DK. I met you last year at Computex, and I'm going back this year, so I hope I get to say hi again and share another beer with Kyle. Thanks for all the great content. See you in Taipei. Beers on me. Hell yeah. That'd be
Glorious.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Ronan, I'm just going to be shouting
for that.
Ronan all around the show floor. Be like, Ronan, Ronan! And as soon as you pop out and be like, oh, hi, Kyle, what did you want? I was like, give me a beer. I'm definitely going to remember that. I always remember free beer. Eric, for the $5, should I buy a second RX 480, 580 now, or wait and sell my RX 480 to buy a Vega card currently running on an RX 480 8GB reference? If you need the extra frames, I would say go for Vega. Having a single GPU, again for the millionth time,
Yeah.
a single faster GPU is typically more advised than having a Crossfire SLI setup.
Yeah, if your 480 8GB is getting you by for now, I would just hold out because Vega's supposed to launch in the next month and a half. So yeah, hold out, wait for Vega to launch, and then probably upgrade to a single Vega card because that's usually preferable to a two-way configuration.
Not every game supports multi GPU. All right, Brian Webb.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eric. Brian Webb, $5. I've got a GTX 980 Ti and a 6700K with no immediate plans to upgrade, but when should I upgrade? Next gen? Gen after? I would say you're in pretty good shape for now.
Good for now.
Unless you want to get up to 4K.
Yeah.
If you want to get up to 4K, that's the only reason.
If you're chasing high resolutions, then maybe consider a GPU upgrade for the next generation. But honestly, even if you're at 1080 or 1440, you're probably fine for a couple, at least another year or two, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. Gerald Baker for the
Gerald!
$10. Gerald!
Thanks, Gerald.
Dude, tomorrow's already the 10th. Wait, he's quoting it somehow.
Yeah.
That's, okay.
Tomorrow is already the 10th.
It is true. Currently drinking Green Flash Palette Wrecker out of my Bitwit glass.
Oh.
Nice.
Lovely.
Thank you, gents, for the fine drinkware. Cheers from MN. Well.
Cheers to you, Gerald.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the glass.
Drink, but I'm out of beer.
Put that glass to use. That glass. Set Forestier.
Forestier.
Fancy.
Forestier. He's more foresty than you are.
Forestier.
Yes.
I'm not very foresty. $10. I had an extremely stable OC on my FX 8350 for over a year. After an unfortunate day of tweaking, I ended up doing a CMOS clear, and since then, even with the same settings, I cannot get a stable overclock. Yikes. That's tricky.
My guess would be that you're running at a higher than stock voltage for your overclock that you're running for over a year, which probably means that your CPU has degraded to some degree, and you probably can't hit that overclock anymore. That'd be my guess.
Yep.
That happens.
Maybe see if there's a BIOS update for your motherboard too.
You could try that.
It's an old board probably, but
there's a decent chance you're just going to need to go with a slightly less. You're going to need to roll back the overclock a little bit to get stable again,
or just upgrade to Ryzen.
Or upgrade to Ryzen.
That's also an option.
Brian Webb.
$2, $1 for each victory in sword fight.
Oh ho!
Whoa! Why, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your victory money.
I don't think I'm doing sword fight today.
And
it's okay. Stephen Hill.
Stephen Hill, $5. Maybe the KB Lake X chips are for Intel to have Apple use. We know their clients will buy it.
Yeah, that's true. Some other people in chat were also pointing out maybe it's something that's more geared towards system integrators or that kind of thing. Which, I mean, I guess is true for people who don't understand it as well. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much of the business that compromises. It's like people buying the computer that don't really know functionally what's in it, or the difference between
that's got to be shrinking.
The difference between a Sandy Bridge quad core and a Skylake quad core.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But it could be.
Yep.
Thank you, Steven.
Ridiculous Prime for the $10.
Ridiculous.
Just $10.
Ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous with a Z at the end. Ridiculous Prime.
Thank you for the donation.
Hell yeah. Crimson Behemoth. That's a cool name.
That is cool.
£2 British pounds. GBP.
The Gubup. Thank you for those.
Gubup.
Thank you,
no
Crimson.
Comment. Thank you very much. And Odahane
Renzor.
The Renzor.
Odahane Renzor.
Krama.
I don't know.
$5. Since I have ad block, here's some lost revenue.
Oh, that's awesome.
We'll get some for Paul later. Love your channels, guys.
Well, thank you for that.
You're a great fan.
That is awesome.
You're the kind of fan we like. We love.
We like you.
And then finally, let's do some Johnson shoutouts because that concludes it for donations.
If any more trickle in, we'll cover them on my half of the show.
Indeed.
I have 5. It looks like.
Woo!
Yay! Yay for those. I'm going to start off with one that actually rolled in this morning, but I still wanted to say a big Johnson to Marat from Florida, who got a heavy metal gray shirt, the Thumbscrew logo. Thank you much for that.
Beautiful.
We also have Aaron.
Aaron Double Johnson.
Aaron Double Johnson from beautiful Vista, California.
Woo!
Got the Thumbscrew gray tri-blend t-shirt from me.
And some glasses.
Lovely. Lovely Double Johnson. Garrett. Thank you, Garrett.
Double Johnson.
Ohio gets a Double Johnson.
Hey.
Got a pub glass.
He got...
actually, 2 pub glasses.
He got some glasses from me, too.
Lovely. You have a full set.
Beautiful.
The full awesome hardware glassware set. Travis from Virginia. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Also got a pub glass. A single over here. So... that should work well for drinking.
Zachary Johnson to you, sir, for picking up a glass as well.
Lovely, Zachary. Actually, Zachary gets a Double Johnson.
You said Travis, right?
I think I said a Travis.
Travis Double Johnson?
Yes, Travis was a Double Johnson,
He picked up an overclocking mug.
Wonderful. And thanks, Zachary, for grabbing that English pub glass from me. Lots of people getting the awesome hardware drinkware set.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
It, like, connects us, you know? We're all drinking out of the same glass.
I need a couple of yours.
Yeah, I'll send you some.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk to John. All right, my people contact your people. All right, that's going to conclude it for my half of the show. We'll wrap it up. Actually, it feels like we've dragged on, but it's only been an hour.
Yeah, we're right about
totally
perfect.
on time.
So if you're on Twitch, stay where you are.
Yes.
If you're on YouTube, you jump over to my channel, Paul's Hardware, and we'll be kicking things off there for the second half momentarily.
What he said.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Okay. See?
Everyone should hit thumbs up too.
Yeah.